Hello friends, welcome back to your channel Programming Tips. So in this video we are going to cover some important things that you should know before running C programs. So what are the topics for this video? First of all, we'll know little bit about a compiler and interpreter, then algorithm and flowchart. So what is algorithm and flowchart? Then process of compiling and running a C program through a flowchart. Then you will start the basic programs. So let's start. So before starting compiler and interpreter, just little bit know about this person. So he is Dennis Ritchie, the father of C. So he invented modern C language in 1972 in Bell's laboratory. So other details you can find in the history of C languages. So actually we are not going to cover the details about details theory part of C programming. So we will mainly focus on practical programs. So now just know why we required compiler and interpreter. So before in installation process, we already see that when we are going to install a IDE, install a software through which we will run C program. So that time we need to install the compiler for running that C program. So actually what compiler do? A compiler is a special program that translates the programming languages source code into machine code. Whatever code you write in computer, so that convert through the compiler to machine code. So as we all know, computer knows only 0 and 1, that means the binary language. So this is very difficult for us to write all the programs in zeros and 1. So what we do, we just write the program in suppose in English language. So this is a high level language, English. So computer doesn't know English language, so computer only know the 0 and 1. So what this compiler do, this compiler that convert that source code, that means whatever you have written, that source code into machine code, that means in 0 and 1. Okay. So by that converting that 0 as 1, it shows you the output. And what interpreter do, actually a compiler and interpreter, their working process is little bit different, but they did the same job. Whatever compiler do, exactly interpreter did the same job, but this is in different way. So what interpreter do is just convert the source code to direct output. It didn't convert that source code to machine code and the output. What it do is just convert the whole the code into the output. Compiler or interpreter, any one you need to run a program. So either it's C, either it's Python, either it's Java, or any programming language. So you required either a compiler or a interpreter to run that program. Okay, fine. In next topic, so you will know little bit about what is algorithm and flowchart. So actually an algorithm is a set of commands that must follow a computer to perform a calculation or some particular task. So in easy word you can say an algorithms is a process or step-by-step process to complete a certain task. So this is algorithm. And now what is flowchart? And flowchart is a graphical representation of algorithm. So algorithm is a process, you can say step-by-step process. Algorithm is a step-by-step process. Step-by-step, you can say step-by-step process. Okay. And what is flowchart? Flowchart is a graphical representation of algorithm. Whatever steps you are writing, so that will represent through the graphic. When you are writing an that means a flowchart will represent that algorithm in different shapes like so when we are starting a programs, suppose as you can see in this picture, the girl is trying to cook something. So to cook something you need to follow some step. I think maybe in this picture the girl is trying to cook a cake. So I also don't know how to cook a cake, but an easy cooking process. If we take an example, how to make a cup of tea. First of all, we need to turn on the gas, then we need to boil water, we need to give the tea leaf, then sugar and milk also you can add. So this is the step we are using to make a cup of tea. Okay, so when you are writing these steps in, suppose 1 2 3 like this way. So when we are describe this thing in a diagram way, suppose in a diagram way, okay, like this way. First of all, we will suppose turn on the gas, then we just boil the water, okay, boil water, then we just give tea leaf. So like this way we just represent that algorithm to flowchart. Okay, to write an algorithm we need to follow few diagrams for different operations. Like for start and stop we will use this shape, oval shape you can say. This is for terminal you can say. So this is for terminal, and this one is for input and output operations. This is for input and output operations. Okay, and then we are using this rectangle shape box. Then this one is for, you can say, the process. Then if you use this diamond shape, shape is not, I think maybe it's not good. So this process, this one is for decision making. Okay, this one is for decision making. And when you are using this kind of line, this kind of arrow lines for connecting this thing, so this is called the flow. You can see here, this is the flow. It will go here, from here to here it will go, and here it will go, like this way, flow lines. So these are the flow lines. Okay, now we will see the process of compiling and running a C process through this flow chart. Okay, so in this flow chart, first of all is written system is ready. System is ready in the sense of when you start writing the program. Okay, now is written the programming code. After writing the programming code, it will enter to the program. Then whatever source code or whatever program you have written here, after that you can also edit the program. So this is this whole thing is in editing process. Okay, after system ready, whole thing is in editing process. Now comes here, so compiler, suppose compiler is there, we are using suppose GCC compiler, GNU compiler collection. So we are using GCC compiler. So this GCC compiler that compile that source code, whatever you have written in high level language, it will compile that source code. So after compilation, if any syntax error is there, then it will again go to the edit programs. Okay, that means you need to edit the program again. So after successful edit of that program, if there is no error after checking by the compiler, then it will comes here. Okay, it will come to the here, that is link with system library. That means whatever header file you are using. So what is header file and what are the system libraries, we will discuss it later. So system library will check all the predefined functions. Okay, after checking by the system library, then it will execute the object code. It will execute. Before that, it will check whether any input is necessary or not. So it will take input from the user, then it will execute. Okay, so then executable object, it will convert to the executable object code. Then again it will come here. If there is no logical and data error, then show you the output. If there is any data error, it will check the output, and again it will execute the object code. Then again it comes here. So if there is no data error, then it will show you output. again, if it is having some any logical error, so when you are writing the program, if you did any mistake with the logic, that means somewhere you didn't put suppose in bracket, somewhere you didn't use the logically, again you need to edit the program. Okay, you need to edit the whole program, you need to rectify that logical error, then after rectifying the process will continue again. Okay, if there is no logical error, then it will execute the code. Okay, so this is the process how a C program compile and run. Okay, thank you for watching programming tips. So if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and press the bell icon for important updates.